Hey Christian, this is Jay Anderson over at King Garf Nissan in Orem. Just wanted to show you a little bit of what we've got in inventory here for the Altimas. So as you can see, we've got a pretty good selection. We've also got 2 overflow lots. So if we can't find something here that you like, we can probably find you something on one of those overflow lots. And there's also 2 other King Garf Nissan dealerships in the valley, and we've got good relationships with the other Nissan dealerships too. So odds are we can find you the right car. Just wanted to give you a look at the Altima. As you can see, it goes all the way down the line there. I went ahead and pulled out this gray one here for you. It's a gunmetal gray. This particular one is an SR. It's the 2.5 liter 4-cylinder still. Of course, there is the 3.5 liter V6 option, but just wanted to kind of give you a look at what the car looks like and show you what some of the options are on it. Now, the SR package is not a particularly fancy one. It is the sportier package, but let me just show you some of the options, and quite a few of these options are available on other trim levels. Of course, the one thing you'll notice is the backup camera right there. When you look in the trunk, you've got quite a bit of space back here, and you've got these tethers here, and what those do is those will actually release the back seats, which I'll show you in just a minute, and that'll that way you can lay them just about flat. So that's the trunk. So the Altima's got a really good sized trunk. Fuel economy, of course, on these is fantastic. They're rated at 39 miles per gallon highway. The SRs are actually rated a little bit lower just because the transmission is tuned a little bit differently. But there you can see, because I released the seats from the trunk, they just pop right down. And you know, right now it's not going quite all the way down because that front seat's a little bit forward, but they will fold almost flat, so you can run things from the trunk into the back seat, which is a really nice feature. Of course, there you've got your cup holders and the armrest for the people in the back. It's fairly comfortable back here. In the base models, there are no vents in the back, but if you step up into the higher trim levels like the SV and the SL, you start getting into vehicles that do have vents for the rear. But yeah, the SR gets, aside from the different programming on the transmission to give you a sportier feel and better response, you also get this blue stitching in them and a higher quality cloth in them as well. Of course, all Altimas have the proximity key, so if you're within 2 feet of the door, you can just press the button right there to lock and unlock the door. You can go ahead and hop in really quick on the passenger side. You've got some cup holders in the doors themselves. Glove box, you can see you've got a shelf for your owner's manuals there, and then it's a really good deep glove box there. And you've also got a 2-level console here. So the first level, if you pull up on the right side, is just a little shelf where you can put a phone, and then you can run a cord down. Sorry, on the left side, and then you've got a 12-volt charger. You also have another 12-volt charger up on the front there, just in that little cubby where you can fit a phone, or 2 actually. And you've also got a USB and auxiliary. You can run music off the USB as well as charge, and you also have Bluetooth for both your phone and your music. I'm gonna go ahead and hop in on the driver's side, because that's gonna be the side you're a little bit more interested in. So like I was saying, this one has the 2.5 liter 4-cylinder rated at approximately 190 horsepower. And if you get into the 3.5 liter V6, those are rated at about 270 horsepower in this particular model. Let me start this up really quickly. So it is a push button start on all of the Altimas. There you can see it's just giving me an alert that the door is open. But you've got the paddle shifters, which is unique to the SR, which allows you to pick your gears. So all you have to do is you put it in Drive Sport, which is the DS there, and you can pick what gear you want to be in from 7 different options. Let me turn the fan down a little bit. That's a little bit loud. Pretty standard over here. You've got your radio, CD. Now there are some options on some of the higher trim levels, such as navigation, as well as Sirius, the satellite's XM radio. And then here, as well, as you can see, you've got all of your basic air conditioning controls. And again, on some of the higher trim levels, you can get dual controls where the passenger and driver can control theirs separately. You do have auto headlights up on the signal light, as well as your traction control controls. And the gas tank does lock, so you just pull on the release down there. Just make sure you don't grab the hood. It also has auto one-touch up and down on the driver's window. And then you've got these buttons here, which can control some of the radio, and then this button actually controls that screen there, so you can go through the different alerts. Looks like this car has got the door open, as well as the low fuel right now, and that's why that light is on. I'm also not wearing a seatbelt, so you can see there, you can see it's got 56 miles on it. It's a brand new car, and you can use these buttons to go through the different menus that are on there. So if we go in, you got tire pressures, average fuel economy, Bluetooth for the audio, the different warning confirmations, and then your settings, and then you can use these buttons here to go through your different options on the settings, where you can change like the body color of the car from silver to white on what you're looking at when you go back to that first screen that we were looking at earlier, that one right there. So those are some of the options on here. Let me hop out of this really quickly and take one more look at it, just from the front angle. So it beeps at me because I left without the key. There you go, they're really good looking cars. I really like the update for this year. And let me just turn this around really quickly. You can see me. So I'm Jay Anderson over at the Kingarf Nissan dealership in Orem. We're just off I-15 up the hill. And so just take the University Parkway exit and head up past Walmart right up the hill and come find me. Thanks, bye.